All right, Steve, you want to start us off?
Sure thing, Colleen. Hey, Aaron. Good morning.
How you doing, Steve? Good morning.
Good. Just tell us, what your thoughts are about getting on the field and getting ready to prepare for Ole Miss. We haven't talked to you since the pairing was set up. You
Yeah.
guys are playing a ranked team that was almost in the playoff. It's a pretty
Mm.
big challenge. Just what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, we're excited, right? First day back, we get to get right and get practice. It was a beautiful morning outside. So, I mean, that's just something we've been looking forward to, is just going ahead and getting the game plan, and just going to work, knowing that we can excel at whoever's in front of us and wherever we go.
Go ahead, Adam.
Aaron, congrats on getting to the Gator Bowl. This is the third year in a row you'll be going to a bowl game. Obviously, your freshman year, you guys didn't go.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you guys to? It seems like every year you're moving on up in the bowl rankings. What does it mean? What was the team's reaction when you guys found out you were going to be in the Gator?
I mean, we were excited, right? That's something that we work towards every year, every day, every practice we come out here. We work to strive to be better, to be great at the little things that make these big things happen, like this Gator Bowl. And so, I mean, we're excited. We were going to be excited for whoever they put in front of us, and we just can't wait to go out there and compete.
Go ahead, Jim.
Oh yeah, Aaron. Also, good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know if have you started looking at any film of Ole Miss yet?
Yeah. We watch.
Okay. Well, obviously, Jackson Dart's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. What are you seeing that makes him so good, and how does Duke counter that?
I mean, he's a great player with great players that help him run that offense, and they're just a good team in general. I mean, as a defense, we just go out there and expect to do our job. That's something that we pride ourselves a lot on this entire season, just doing our job, doing our 111 to help this team get better, to help this team win. Instead of just going out there creating chaos, which is something that we also pride ourselves on. Just executing that game plan, the same thing we've been doing every game this year.
What's the key getting off the field on third down?
What's the key?
Yeah. What's the
Just
key for Duke defense to get off the field on third down?
just doing our job. As long as everybody does their job like we expect to do and execute, we'll get off the field on third down.
Okay, thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
Go ahead, Royal.
Good morning, Aaron. Aaron, can you speak on what's been the biggest challenge for you all to kind of have that mentality of staying ready so you don't have to get ready, being off a couple of weeks from your last game?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a challenge. Coach Diaz does a great job of keeping us mentally ready and physically ready, along with his coaching staff. Right, you guys know about Coach David Feely, and just every coach here on this staff. They all do a great job of keeping us physically and mentally ready. And so, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a challenge, but it's something that we have been priding ourselves on, just staying right and just staying ready.
Thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
Go ahead, Dominic.
Hey Aaron, you mentioned watching some film on Ole Miss. Are there any similarities you see with some of the opponents you've already played this season in the ACC? And if not, what makes Ole Miss unique?
They're just great players. I mean, we've seen great teams and we've seen great players, and that's something that makes them similar to a lot of these teams. And so, just executing and being ourselves is something that'll help us overcome this next challenge that's in front of us.
Go ahead, Kate.
Aaron, if you guys win this bowl game, you'll be 3 for 3 the past 3 years of finishing the season with the win. Just what does that say about this program, the ability for people to stay locked in and to finish the year on such a strong note when there's so much uncertainty with rosters and personnel at this end of the college football year?
I think it speaks monuments to this program, but also this coaching staff. I know recently I just spoke on it, but Coach Diaz does an excellent job, him and his coaching staff, of keeping us mentally prepared and physically prepared. And I know we meet challenges every day. And I mean, his excellence and the way he talks about mastery for us is something that just keeps us going. We look for the little wins and the big wins in our entire days. And that's just something that we've been doing here since the beginning. And that's something that he helps us along with. So, I mean, that's our biggest challenge, is just being in the present, taking each day at a time. And so, I mean, I think that's what speaks monuments about this program, the ability to level up, continue its excellence, and just Coach Diaz coming in here and turning boys to men in this football program.
Obviously, it's a testament to Coach Diaz, right, and keeping you all locked in, but it's also part of you all and your own will and strength and commitment to one another.
Yeah,
What are
for
the conversations amongst just your teammates and your really close friends on the team just about finishing the season on the right note?
I mean, that's something that we pride ourselves on is finishing the same thing that we've been doing this season. I mean, we understand how great of an offense, defense, how great of a special teams unit that we are. So, I mean, we keep that talks amongst ourselves, but I mean, we understand what this team can do and how great these players are that play with me and how I play with them. And so that's just something that we do talk about, but that's what's been going well for us.
All right, and then we'll go to Jim for the final question.
Yeah, hey, Aaron, we were talking to Brian Parker earlier about how excited he was to be able to go home for Christmas. I mean, obviously, you don't have very far to go, but just from a team morale standpoint, is that something you guys were talking about? Is that going to put some extra juice in the ball game to have the guys be able to go home for Christmas for a few
Yes,
days,
yeah.
kind of hit reset?
Yeah, we're absolutely excited. I mean, you guys know these past three, we've been at those sites for Christmas, and I mean, nothing's like family, right? That's why this team is so strong, so bent for one another, just because of what we can do on and off this field together. But I mean, nothing's like seeing your family at home, right, and spending holidays and Christmas with them. So we are excited for that. Extremely excited as a team.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
All right, thanks everyone.
Okay, thanks, Clank. Take care.
Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Sarah, wherever you are.